Good morning, girls. Now we are going to deal with the 11th experiment, that is determination of stability constant and donor acceptor ratio of PABA caffeine complex by solubility method. So as we discussed in the methods of analysis regarding the solubility method of the complexation, so what is the aim to evaluate the complexation behavior of caffeine and the para-aminobenzoic acid? So here water should be determined, that is donor acceptor ratio as well as complex stability constant should be determined in this experiment. So what are the apparatus required? Volumetric flask, bottom, beakers, conical flask, pipette, graduation pipette, burette, iron stand with the clamp, funnel as well as weighing machine. Right? Chemicals required are para-aminobenzoic acid, sodium hydroxide, caffeine, phenolphthalein indicator as well as Whatman filter paper. As I said, what is the advantages as well as the disadvantages of the complexation? It will be helpful in the case of some what we discussed already in the theory regarding the applications of the complexation. When we go with the principle involved in the complexation here, so PABA will be combining with the caffeine which leads to the formation of PABA caffeine complex. So when we take the stoichiometric ratio, we have to take the caffeine in complex by PABA in complex and the complex stability constant PABA caffeine complex by free PABA into free caffeine. Now what is the so we had to prepare 0.025 normality sodium hydroxide. How you will prepare? That is 40 grams. So you have to prepare 0.25 normality sodium hydroxide. So how you will prepare? If you dissolve 4 grams. So 1 gram of sodium hydroxide dissolved in 40 grams, dissolved in 1000 ml of water, it leads to the formation of 0.025 normality sodium hydroxide. So how you will prepare? You have to prepare various concentrations of caffeine in the 100 ml conical flask or the beakers. The concentration of the caffeine should be like this. So you have to prepare various concentrations, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this you have to prepare caffeine stock solution. How we will prepare caffeine stock solution? By molecular weight of the caffeine is 194.19. So you have to weigh 1.949 grams of anhydrous caffeine and transfer into 100 ml of volumetric flask and add water, dissolve caffeine, finally make up the volume. That is 1.949 grams of caffeine should be dissolved and it should be make the volume to 100 ml. Right? Next is PABA. How we will prepare PABA? So the amount of the PABA that should be added to the caffeine sample should be 7.3 into 10 to the power of minus 2 moles per liters. So here the molecular weight of PABA is 137.13. So weight of the required PABA that should be added to all the conical flask is 200 mg. Now what you have to do is you have to take 8 conical flask. In the first conical flask you have to take 0 ml of the stock solution. You should not add any stock solution. You have to add 20 ml of water. Next is 2 ml of the stock solution, 18 ml of water. Next is 4 ml of stock solution, 16 ml of water. Next is 6 ml of stock solution, 14 ml of water. Next is 8 ml of stock solution, 12 ml of water. Next is 10 ml of stock solution, 10 ml of water. Next is 12 ml of caffeine stock solution plus 8 ml of water. Next is 16 ml of stock solution plus 4 ml of water. Now what you have to take is, you have to take all this conical flask and you have to add 200 mg of caffeine to PABA to all this conical flask, and you have to keep on the hot plate or the water bath and for about 30 minutes. Now what you have to take? You have to filter it with the Whatman filter paper. From the filtrate you have to take 10 ml and this should be titrated with 0.025 normality sodium hydroxide. Now how you will calculate is, N1V1 is equal to N2V2. N1 is the concentration of sodium hydroxide. What we are taking? 0.025 into number volume consumed. That is, in the first case it is 18.32 into N2. Now we have to calculate the normality of PABA. Volume of the filtrate is 10. Now this is the normality of the PABA. N2. In the similar way, you have to calculate for all the series of the for all the concentrations of the caffeine. That is, for all this series, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. For all this you have to calculate. Finally, now you have to calculate the stoichiometric ratio of this. So how you will do is, now these are the 6 that is conical flask what we prepared for the concentration of the caffeine. Sorry, 8. So here we have the 7. So first I am going with the second series. So from this we have to filter with the Whatman filter paper. So you will be getting the clear filtrate. So this from this filtrate you have to take, from this filtrate you have to take 10 ml. From this filtrate you have to take 10 ml and you have to take in the conical flask and you have to add the phenolphthalein indicator. Now you have to titrate against 0.025 normality sodium hydroxide. Now for all the series of the conical flask you have to measure the volume of sodium hydroxide consumed. Now we are have to write with N1V1 is equal to N2V2. So N1 is the normality of the sodium hydroxide, that is 0.025 normality, and V1 is the volume consumed of sodium hydroxide. N2 is the concentration, that is normality of the PABA, and V2 is the whatever the filtrate that is taken in the measuring cylinder, that is 10 ml we took in the measuring cylinder, so we have to add it as 10. So by calculating this, you have to calculate the normality of PABA for all the conical flasks. So before going to the experiment, what you have to take? You have to take the 8 conical flasks, and to this, in the first you have to add 0 ml plus 20 ml of the water. So alternately you have to prepare all the 8 conical flasks. I kept in the on the water bath, that is hot plate, for the 30 minutes. After 30 minutes I filtrated by using the Whatman filter paper. This is the Whatman filter paper, and by this we will be getting the filtrate, and this filtrate we have to take 10 ml of the filtrate in the measuring cylinder. This we have to take in the conical flask. By adding the phenolphthalein indicator you have to titrate it, and you have to go for the formula N1V1 is equal to N2V2, right? So after calculating this, you have to plot the graph like this. So by taking the concentration of PABA on the y-axis and the concentration of the caffeine on the x-axis. Now how you will calculate the stoichiometric ratio? So after plotting the graph, now you have to calculate this stoichiometric ratio. Stoichiometric ratio is caffeine in complex by PABA in complex. Stoichiometric ratio, caffeine entering into the complex by PABA entering into the complex. So after plotting the graph, now caffeine entering into the complex we have to determine. So caffeine at point C minus caffeine at point B. So we have to extrapolate this. This is B and this is C. So caffeine entering into the complex, you have to calculate the constant. This is C and B. So what is the concentration of the caffeine entering into the caffeine at point C and the caffeine at point B? You have to calculate. That is, here it is 3.6 into 10 to the power of minus 2, and this is 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 2, that is equal to 1.8 into the power. PABA entering into the complex, total PABA taken, that is 7.3 into 10 to the power of minus 2, and PABA at B or C. So if you PABA at B and C will be constant, right? So it is 5.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2. So the formula that is we will be getting 1:1 ratio. In the similarly, we have to calculate the stability constant, that is PABA caffeine complex by caffeine into free PABA into free caffeine. So PABA caffeine complex will be calculating at PABA at saturation point B minus PABA at solubility A, that is point B at PABA minus point A. So you will be getting 0.73 into 10 to the power of minus 2. And now we have to calculate free PABA and free caffeine. How you will calculate the free PABA? Free PABA is PABA at solubility point A, that is 4.58 into 10 to the power of minus 7. How you will calculate the free caffeine? That is caffeine undergone total caffeine minus caffeine undergone complexation. What is the total caffeine we are taking? 1 into 10 to the power of minus 2. And what is the PABA caffeine complex we are taking? That is this one. That is 0.73 into 10 to the power of minus 2. So you will be getting, so you have to substitute that, you will be getting the stability constant value 759 liters per mole.